Okay, so yesterday afternoon I was talking about how to attain liberation we need the higher training in wisdom, and for that we need the higher training in concentration, and for that we need the higher training in ethical conduct. And so I wanted to explain one more way in which ethical conduct prepares us to generate concentration, which in turn prepares us to generate wisdom. And that is that when we keep, well, put it this way, when you're developing concentration, there's two mental factors that are very important. One is called mindfulness, and the other one I still haven't figured out a good translation for. Maybe monitoring awareness, maybe clear comprehension. I'll let you know as I change my mind about how to translate that one. But in any case, I'll talk about mindfulness today. So these two are very important in developing concentration, because mindfulness is what keeps your mind on the object of meditation, and then the monitoring awareness is the one that checks up and sees if you're still on the object or if your mind's gotten distracted to something else or fallen asleep or whatever. Okay, so those two mental factors are very important in developing concentration. You also develop those two mental factors when you practice ethical conduct. Okay, and developing them in ethical conduct is kind of the foundation for developing them in concentration. Because in ethical conduct, mindfulness, instead of holding on to the object of meditation, it's focusing on our precepts, okay, and on how we want to behave, and holding that in mind, remembering that in that. And then the monitoring awareness is checking up and seeing if we are keeping our precepts well, and it's checking up and seeing what's going on with our body, speech, and mind. What's the situation with our body, speech, and mind? Okay? So those two mental factors are important in keeping ethical conduct, and then as we develop them more and more, then we use them also in concentration. Okay? So in that way, again, we see why ethical conduct acts as a foundation for wisdom, which aids us in developing, acts as a foundation for concentration, which aids us in developing wisdom, which leads to liberation.